When did you sort of come to the realization or start to really think that Lane Kiffin was actually going to leave Ole Miss before the playoffs?
I mean, he's flirted with other schools. He essentially agreed in principle to be the Auburn coach 3 years prior to that. He's been flirting with other schools. So I didn't think he was going to be at Ole Miss long term. I just thought it was between LSU and Florida, which one he would want to pick. So I had my mind made up as soon as both those coaches were gone that he would be the head coach at one of those two institutions moving forward. And then obviously the last probably month it began to zero in on LSU, and you figured that was going to be the spot. So I do think he was a little bit torn. I think that Keith Carter did some things that made it really difficult for him to leave. I think they did everything possible for him. And I'll never be okay with him leaving his team behind, but that's his choice to make. I'm not mad at him about it. It's like a lot of things in college football like now, Brandon. I try to take this approach. I don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah.
Transfer portal, NIL. There are a lot of things that people really like getting mad at in college football right now. And people always ask me, are you surprised by this? Surprised? Like, there's literally nothing in college football that can surprise me anymore. Like, we had an Alabama fan go poison trees on our campus. Like, we're past the point of being surprised by things. So I wasn't surprised he left. I was surprised when he left. We had this discussion a year ago with Bo Perbula when he left Penn State. And we couldn't believe it, but we understood it. Because if he wanted to get to another place and have a chance to be the starting quarterback, he had to do it then. So, I mean, he didn't have to do it, but if that's what he wanted, he had to do it. And that's my whole thing with Lane is everyone who's defending this from the calendar standpoint or dream job and at the end of the day, he chose to leave. You can put a period right there. Like, he left the team. He quit on the team. We can stop the sentence right there. And then you can add everything else that you want to put your context on it. But my background in football always contained the word finish. Finish the rep, finish the play, finish the drive, finish the game. He did not finish the job. There's no other way to say it. Now, if we want to have a different conversation and qualify why he went for that job or why that job is great, that's fine. We can have that conversation. But I know Pete Golding is coaching Ole Miss in the playoffs right now. So if we're having that conversation, I don't need the other stuff. I just want to talk about that. And that's the one that I'm never going to be able to look at and say, I can't see how you would do that. You got a team to the playoffs. The ultimate goal is to win a championship. You're teed up to make that run. You got great skill players. You got a solid defense. There's no reason that you couldn't do it at Ohio. None of us thought Ohio State was winning it going in last year. After what Michigan did to them and then being inconsistent all year, I watched that team all last year. I did not think they could win a national title. And then they go out there and play lights out for a couple games and were dominant in that playoff run, and they took home the trophy. So you never know.
Yeah, I think if everybody can, for the most part, understand why he would have been interested in going to LSU, but can you almost question his drive to win, considering he left Ole Miss and not only did he leave Ole Miss, but he left the chance to win. He left that on the table. Can you question his if winning is everything for him when after he gave up that opportunity to potentially win this season?
It's a very fair question. I haven't had it posed to me that way. I think my immediate counter to that would be, look at what he has done year after year after year at a place that had not won like that. I mean, you put his name next to John Vaught, whose name is literally on the stadium, and they're the only two coaches that have done similar things to what he's done there. So historically, you could make a case outside of that national title, which Vaught does have one. It's the only thing he didn't do that would make him the greatest coach in school history. So whether it's 10-win seasons, 11-win seasons in the regular season, which had never been done, consecutive 10-win seasons, I mean, he is doing historical things there. So I would take all of that and say, obviously he wants to win. Obviously he's going to do what it takes to go win. And he's done it a little bit differently than a lot of other guys. Most other coaches, when all this portal stuff started happening, would have said, you'll never have the culture right. You'll never get the team on the same page. You're going to have a group of mercenaries every year that's not going to do what you need them to do to win games to this level, yet he's done it. So I give him an immense amount of credit for what he's done and how he's done it and where he did it. But now that's going to be advantage Ole Miss and Keith Carter because he got that thing there and they get to keep running with it and try to continue making it better. But I wouldn't question that he wants to win. I would just say maybe if you're thinking about that long term and you're in Baton Rouge, just have a parenthesis by it and know that you never know.